just learn anatomy, just learn anatomy, just learn anatomy, but it's fantastically fun. Let's start that over. Hi there, my name is Jennifer. Welcome back to my midlife student life. In this week's video, I'm going to specifically be talking to you if you're someone who is interested or planning on attending the Canadian Academy of Osteopathy. That's the school that I am currently attending, and I am nearing the end of my third year. So I have some perspective, and I'm hoping to answer a few of your questions today. Today is a Q&A. I've received a number of questions over the last year or so, especially from people who are interested in the program. So today I'm going to answer the questions that I've got so far. So let's get started. First question, I have been in the healthcare profession for several years. I am bypassing the prep course due to my educational background in anatomy and physiology. Can you kindly direct me into any instructional videos or practice materials that would help me succeed in the program? Okay, so a couple of things here that I want to say. Number one, the question that comes from people who are not needing to take the prep exam and material, basically what that means is you qualify, you have all the prerequisites, but I'm going to tell you right now, even if you qualify, you still need to study. You need to prepare and review. You may come with the anatomy, physiology background, but you're going to have to refresh yourself and be super familiar with it to learn new aspects about the knowledge you already have. Next question. Can you provide me with a list of materials and books to prepare for my first year in the program? Now this question, I'm not sure if this person has a background or not. Probably one of the biggest things I would say, being someone who didn't have a major health sciences background coming into the program, was I wish I had had even 6 or 12 months before I even started the prep material or the program. So if you're planning to start, let's say a fall or spring program, a year before, ideally give yourself time to really understand material and get a first pass before you even actually start the program. There's just so much to do. It's such an intense, rigorous program, and the amount of material that we have to cover on a regular basis is a lot. And therefore, the more that you can come in being familiar with some of it, the better. If I was able to go back in time, I would have given myself a whole full year to prepare before I actually signed up to the program. Now let me actually answer that question about a list of materials. So the first thing is the actual book material list. You're going to get that when you sign up, but it doesn't hurt to know some things ahead of time. So here's a quick look. This is the human anatomy textbook that I purchased and used and loved. It's big, it's heavy, it's got great pictures, a lot of super images, diagrams are lovely, very colorful, very fresh, very current. This is the human anatomy and physiology textbook that I use. The cool part of this is it doubles up on some of the anatomy that you've already learned, so it's a refresher piece. And this, I got used Atlas of Human Anatomy, 3rd edition by Nutter. Now this textbook, although recommended, is not, you're using it directly because it's an atlas. It's not like a textbook with readings per se. It's basically the next best thing from complete anatomy. Like, look at the detail there. Now I have an idea what you might need. Oh yeah, another text that is going to be recommended is the Trail Guide of the Body. I have 6th edition, Andrew Beale, or Beale, however it's pronounced. This one is also super helpful. It also has an online component with some videos and stuff. But what I like about it is it not only is telling you like a component of the body, but then it helps guide you kind of step by step how to locate it. So this is the text for the palpation course. That's where you have to actually find on somebody that which you've just talked about and looked and studied in anatomy, and now you have to actually palpate it and locate it. And so it really, that's why they call it a trail guide, helps you to find it. I also got the student handbook for that trail guide, and the handbook is basically, it's like testing yourself. So it goes page per page, and it just gives you like a quiz. And the other element I will suggest is investing in Complete Anatomy app. The Complete Anatomy app is an online app. You can use it mobile on your phone, and you can use it on your iPad, and you can use it on your computer, which is what I use it most of the time because it's the biggest screen. From there, this will help you with some of those connections I was talking about earlier, the functional part. So definitely invest in that. It is an annual amount, but again, it's better than a textbook because it's 3D, you move it around and you get to add things, take things away, see the layers. It's amazing. Next question. What do you use for memory and note keeping? So for note taking, I used RemNote starting at the end of my first year into my second year. The first year I was doing old-fashioned pen and paper because it's all I knew. It's the last thing that I did. This new world of technology and digital note taking had not come on board yet. I started RemNote, love RemNote, took my notes, put them into flashcards. I used that for all my review, makes my life easy. For the actual lab classes, I would handwrite my notes, still love to do that. And those notes were almost classified in a slightly more mind mapped kind of way. My notes there looked a little more like a brainstormed piece. Next question. How did you study for the prep course? Just complete all the prep materials, the readings. Now, I use the book that they provide. I use that more. I didn't use that as my initial guide. I got topics and concepts out of it. Then I did my own studying, my own reading, whether it was in textbooks or on online videos. From those topics, I had an overall arching idea of the concepts I needed to know. Then I used the prep material book to go through and almost test myself if I could fill out the book as I went. And when I didn't, then I highlighted questions and went back and learned those topics. Next question. How many hours per day or week do you study? That's a good question. So that really varies on the semester that you're in. When you're in the academic semesters 1 and 2, September to April, I find I put more time in on a more consistent basis than I do maybe in my third semester. But then it's hard to say because the amount of time, it's different. It's more book work. So I'm doing more book work in the first 2 semesters. So it's more reading, sitting at a computer, watching videos, mind mapping, quizzing, testing myself, spaced repetition, RemNote, all of these things. That's more the first 2 semesters. My third semester, I have bigger projects to complete. So you have to see what works for you. I know some people don't need as much time because they understand concepts quicker. I need time. I guess I just need time. Next question. What is your work school life balance like? Can you still go on vacations? For myself, I have not really been on a holiday since I started the program the last 3 years. And twofold. One, the time energy level, and the other part of being a student is finances, right? So to afford to be able to go somewhere and do this stuff, you might have that ability if you have the financial provision and you can squeeze it into some of the break periods that occur. I encourage it. I hope and wish you do. I find it's better to take shorter, smaller breaks than maybe a 1 or 2 week vacation where you travel Europe or something, but it's doable. I mean, I know people who have and people that do. In fact, a number of my classmates just came off of couple weeks holidays recently, which we need. You need to have a break. You need to plan breaks and take them. Whether that's a formal vacation or not, I'm not sure. Just realize that the school schedule, is not flexible for you. It's set, and when it's set, you need to attend. You have to plan to put the school calendar as your priority and don't miss anything. Just don't miss it, and then life will be better all around. Next question. I'm planning to get married in the next year. Is this a good time to start the program? And I've had classmates who got married to the program. I remember going on break and literally from 1 month to the next, one of my classmates, she showed up and had a ring. I'm like, hey, I didn't know you're married. She's like, well, I wasn't, now I am. So, yay, congratulations. I have another classmate who's getting married in a couple months this fall. And I also know of a couple classmates who are prolonging and pushing off getting married until after they graduate. You don't want your school schedule to get in the way of something personal, then don't plan to do anything personal during the 4 years of the program. If you don't mind being flexible, then go ahead. Last question. Can I enter this program with a non-health science background? Absolutely. Hello. Look. I did it. I am doing it. Haven't graduated yet, so let's not speak too soon. The program is designed in such a way that someone like me has that opportunity to learn and grow with the program. The more you can learn and know anatomy, the better. Like every muscle, their innervation, and then the navel, artery, vein, lymphatics associated with that region, with that specific muscle, the tissue, fiber, direction, anything you can know about, that, the sooner the better. Okay, I think that's it. I need to finish getting packed up because I'm actually heading off to clinic this week, and I'm looking forward to talking with you guys next week. I hope that was helpful. Again, if you have more questions, put them in the comments below. And if you're someone who's been in the program a while and you have other suggestions for up-and-comers in terms of some of the questions that you heard today, go ahead and write your thoughts and comments. Love to hear from you. So take care. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and stay strong and dig on.